in it. Because unfortunately, how often is the case that we get plunged, our communities get plunged into trials, into tribulations, into fitna, into fitan that is totally irrelevant as relates to us, that has absolutely no impact upon our lives. But if anything, has a negative impact because when we get busied with it, we are thus taken away from busying ourselves with those things that will actually have a positive impact on us and will benefit us. Now, so be careful of the true fitna makers who will bring to your doorstep every trial, every calamity, regardless on whether it is relevant to you or not. How often is it the case that we are drug into what they drag us into these fitnas, right? That take place between, for example, scholars. There are two scholars upon the Sunnah, and they have some issues amongst themselves because we're human beings. All human beings have their flaws, have their character flaws, have their mistakes. All human beings have mistakes and have errors. All of us. Right? Sometimes human beings, they're both good and they don't see eye to eye because there's a misunderstanding. There are a number of issues. Right? So there are times where the scholars themselves, they are free from any type of blame in these situations because the problem is not from them. It is from those who are around them who are bringing them bad intel. Now, who are bringing them bad information. So the scholars themselves, there's nothing wrong with the scholars themselves, and there's no problems. The problems are those evil ones who are around them, or those individuals who, they have not identified as being untrustworthy, and they trust them. In any event, they're human beings make mistakes. Human beings don't always see things as they are. So when these type of trials come up that we can find many excuses for, it makes no sense to busy the people into urging them to pick a side. Pick a side for what? Pick a side why? They're both our scholars, all three, all four, whatever the case is, however many are at odds with one another for a particular issue. They are our scholars. They are our ulama. So, alhamdulillah, they're upon the sunnah. Alhamdulillah, they have not done anything that will remove them from the sunnah. So therefore, pick a side for what? What side am I supposed to pick? I pick the side of the people of the sunnah, which means that it necessitates in this situation that what? That I take them both. It necessitates in this situation that I take both sides because both sides are from the people of the Sunnah. So to come to the people of the Sunnah and to make a problem with them and to force them to pick a side in a situation where there are no real sides to be picked. There are no real sides really to choose from because they're all of our scholars. They're all our scholars and we all take from them. Now, so we take them both. We take both sides. Okay, that's one. Now, two, how much more absurd is it when you add to that what was aforementioned, that in certain circumstances, individuals are being told to pick a side, and there are individuals, personalities who they don't even know exist. Sheikh so-and-so and Sheikh so-and-so are having issues. So what do you say about that? Well, I heard of Sheikh so-and-so, but the other one you mentioned, I didn't know he existed. I didn't know that was even a person. I never heard that name before in my life. I never read their book, never heard anything from them. This is totally new to me. Who is that person anyway? So if a person based like this to drag them into the fitna and make them pick a side, how absurd is this? A person who is totally unimpacted by whatever is going on, totally unimpacted, who being impacted by this particular fitna is a small probability. The only reason they even know about the fitna is because you told them about the fitna. How absurd is this? Now let's